Okay, guys. Welcome back to another video. This time I have about 20 minutes instead of 5 minutes to explain this, because I recorded it earlier and it was horrible. So, as you can see by the title, this video is something about Song of the South and how it is or is not racist. So let's just jump right into it. What I've heard is Song of the South has slaves in it, which I'm not sure why, because of the time period it was set in. It was after the Civil War, which means there was no slavery. And another thing I can think of in my brain right now, another Disney movie with actual, slavery in it. Something more like slavery in it in Song of the South. Where they couldn't just walk around as they pleased like Uncle Remus. And they couldn't, they weren't as well fed, and they were all around, they were treated worse. But the movie is probably not racist, because the slave in that movie is white. Cinderella. She was literally treated like a piece of garbage, barely got by. And Uncle Remus was better dressed than her. But the only reason why that movie's not racist, because she was white. Now, if she was black, that's slavery, that's racist. That's what everyone would say. But no, because she's white, that is no longer slavery, apparently. Even though she's literally treated like a slave. She has no choice in it. It's slavery. And I'm looking over here at my phone instead of my camera. I don't really care. But I do have my notes, 3 pages. So, something else I've heard about Song of the South being racist, which this video is strictly about Song of the South. It's not about Splash Mountain at all. Well, a little bit, but I'm focusing on Song of the South, is that the African Americans were happy about being slaves. Which, first of all, they weren't slaves because when it took place. But even if they're talking about maybe their past experiences, how happy I was or something. Well, this right here is every time an African American person in that movie was happy or sad or just kind of showed any kind of emotion, which was mostly Uncle Remus, because he was the guy. Well, he was the main black character. And nothing here. I'm just going to read some of the reasons. The first one, 9 minutes in, there was a group of black people singing, having a good time. They were having a party. Are black people not allowed to be happy and party? Apparently not, because that's racist, because they're talking about slavery. And then, 15 minutes in, I believe Uncle Remus was laughing, because he just told a funny story. I guess they're not allowed to laugh at funny stories, because that's racist. That has to do with slavery. 3 minutes in. At first, this will seem racist. I will admit that. Johnny, the main character, white kid, throws a pillow at the black kid who's following him around, showing him around when he wakes up in the morning. First of all, that's just a kid thing. It had nothing to do with race. Well, the black kid worked there. That's because black people used to be slaves. We can't have that. But they were freed. They still had to work somewhere. They weren't just given all this money and power. They actually had to still work. So when they work, that's not slavery. They're not forced to. They can leave. I mean, they won't get paid, but they just leave. So the black kid was working there. But after Johnny throws the pillow at him, they both start laughing like crazy, and they're having fun about it. So I'm not sure how that's racist, because it's just a kid thing you do with, like, your friends. Like a pillow fight. I don't know how that's, like, you can't say, oh, there's a black kid in my room, let's throw my pillow at him. If so, it wasn't out of hate, it was just, oh, like a fun, playful type thing. So that, it's... And then 32 minutes in, Johnny laughed at that kid who showed him around. I can't remember his name. He had a frog under his hat that he was trying to keep hidden. That was more about, like, the frog than the kid's skin color. So I mean, just all this stuff about, like, I put some lines by the more racist ones, because they're more racist. So about 30 minutes in, I'll have to tell you leading up, but Johnny was going to run away with his little bundle, whatever you want to call it. But Uncle Remus stops him from running away, goes, tells him a story, takes him back to the main house, and everything's going good. Uncle Remus says, hey, it's my fault I was telling him the story, and I plumb forgot about the time. That's what he said. And it was going good. And then that little kid that was showing Johnny around said, oh, hey, he forgot his little bundle thing. You know, like, what? Everyone's just looking at, like, Uncle Remus like, what? Because you would only have that if you were running away. Which, I feel like that has, like, not a lot to do with race and more to do with, like, he was with you and we have evidence he was trying to run away. So we're thinking maybe you kind of convinced him to run away. That's just what was there, the evidence that was there. Not, oh, you just automatically made him want to run away because you're black. That's not what happened. About 45 minutes in, Uncle Remus smiled at a butterfly. If anything, a butterfly would stand for being free, being able to go do as you please. Just kind of fly around, not a worry. That's being free, not being a slave. So yeah, I just have, every time a black guy was happy or was sad or something. So I don't understand why that is racist. But if you have some other reason why it is racist, feel free to comment down below, tell me. And if it's a good reason, I'll admit, yeah, it's racist. But if I prove it to be wrong, that's that. So, there's a video idea here. I don't remember what it was, but I wrote it down and I can't understand this. But when I was watching the movie the first time, I came across a quote that I heard, but I went back and I obviously couldn't find it. So you can cut this out if you really want to. But I found about 28 minutes. At the 28-minute mark, maybe a little after, a little before, give or take a couple minutes. I thought I heard Uncle Remus say something about pay us. Which would mean that they aren't slaves if they're getting paid. So I, and something else I came across and thought about. Song of the South is more like ageist than racist. Because it's just, they're all just judging a little kid about how he's stupid and can't do anything. More than, oh, Uncle Remus is making him run away and stuff. They're saying, like, Johnny's this little kid who you have to control his life. Which you kind of do, otherwise he's just gonna, like, not do anything for his entire life. But that's... And now, the main reason my Song of the South is just, we can't have it anymore, it's so inappropriate. Brer Bear is not wearing pants. Yeah, you heard it, that's it, probably. He's not wearing pants. Because something made in the 40s about an animal who doesn't wear clothes anyways isn't wearing pants. That's the only thing I could find that would be offensive in today's society. It's like Frosty the Snowman. Like, Frosty's made of snow. Brer Bear's a bear. They don't wear clothes. They have, well, Brer Bear has fur at his clothes. And to back up the entire Uncle Remus part, Johnny tells Uncle Remus that he is the best friend he had. Now, if he didn't like someone based on their race, he wouldn't say, hey, you're the best friend I have. No. And in the end, spoiler alert for a movie that's been out for like 80 years. Well, probably like 74, but... Just cat scratching at my door. Get out of here, cat. Johnny's little kid was running after Uncle Remus when Uncle Remus was, I guess, fired or forced to leave or something. So Johnny was running after him. He's got to take a shortcut through a field, which was probably something I would have done if there was not a bull in that field. So the bull hits Johnny. Johnny's like unconscious or whatever, so he's taken into the house upstairs and put in bed. And the first person he calls for, Uncle Remus. It's not, oh, hey, my dad's here. He's finally here. Because I want him here for past month or week or whatever. It's, where's Uncle Remus? Now, first of all, if this is a racist film and putting black people down, wouldn't Uncle Remus have gotten hit by the bull or something? Like, if this is saying that black lives don't matter, when a black person have gotten hit by the bull and died. She can get him. Up there. What's going on? Okay, well, I think that's all I have because I lost my train of thought. Well, I have about 6 minutes, but I'll just give you a summary of the movie. The beginning, a kid, his mom and dad, Johnny and his mom and dad, are moving to Johnny's grandmother's plantation, which is on his mother's side, but it's not really, well, it's slightly significant, but then the dad has to go back to work, so he, like, leaves to go back home. And Johnny is at the point in his life where he needs, like, a father figure, which his father left. So he starts looking for one. And on the way there, he heard the, I don't know what to call it, but like a black, like, I don't want to say servant, but like a maid because they're probably getting paid since slavery was abolished. I keep losing my and here's these tales about Uncle Remus and his storytelling. So he goes and he finds Uncle Remus, and he hears stories. Uncle Remus tells him stories. And the first time he finds Uncle Remus is because he's trying to run away, which I've already been over this part a little bit, but he tries to run away, and Uncle Remus stops him from running away. So he helps out the white kid without being forced to at all, on his own free will. And he just tells him a story. He makes up an excuse so the white kid doesn't get in trouble. They're friends. And he just tells stories. Every day Johnny goes back to Uncle Remus's house and gets a story. And eventually he gets this idea. Well, he gets a puppy dog from this little girl he meets. Johnny does. And his mom says, no, take that back to where you got it from. But the little girl's brothers are bullies. They bully like everyone. And they were going to drown the puppy. So Johnny takes it to Uncle Remus's house. And Uncle Remus adopts it. Just takes it in. But later, Johnny's mom finds out and says, hey, what's going on? I don't want you telling them stories anymore, and because Uncle Remus was hiding stuff from them. So it had nothing to do with race. It was just, he's hiding stuff from us. We feel like he's a bad influence on our child because of the stories he's telling, and has nothing to do with his race. Our cat's name is Cuppy, by the way, if you can't hear that. Well, after that interruption, Butterscotch came into my room. Hello. Hey. That was probably animal abuse because I made my cat say hi. That's just something I'm trying to be friendly. But, where was I? I don't even know. Oh yeah, the summary. So then Johnny goes back to Uncle Remus to hear another story, and his parents find out. Well, his mother and his grandmother figure it out. So they tell Uncle Remus, hey, stay away from Johnny. We don't want you near him. So that's when he leaves. Because I feel like a parent has the right to say, you're a bad influence on my child. I don't want you near him. Which, I don't think Uncle Remus was bad for the kid, for Johnny. I just feel like it's every parent's right to say, hey, I feel like you're not good for my child. And then, when he leaves, obviously Johnny runs after him because he doesn't want Uncle Remus to leave. Johnny gets hit by the bull. And then, yeah. And in the end, and that bed scene I was talking about, and I'm kind of running out of recording time. In the end, Uncle Remus hears something familiar. He turns around. It's Brer Rabbit from his stories. So he runs off into the sunset with the kids and Brer Rabbit. Like in the ride. Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and Brer Fox. Nothing to do with slavery or racism. Or so I think. If you have an opinion, tell me in the comments below. But I only have about 10 more seconds. So just like this video, like it, feel free to subscribe, and I gotta go right now.